Hi everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Today I have a really simple, quick, but really sweet craft to do today. Actually, I'm making this for a gift for someone, and I thought I would take you along with me and show you what I'm doing, how I'm making it. It is not my original creation though. This has been all over Pinterest and other craft sites, so it is not an original. But okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down and I am going to insert a picture right here if I can do my editing correctly and show you what you're going to need for supplies. Everything I am using is from the Dollar Tree, or I should say the $1.25 tree now, and so it makes it a really reasonable gift. So I'm going to turn the camera down now and we're going to get started. Whoops. Okay, let's see. So you're going to need one of these jars from the Dollar Tree, and you're going to need one of these angel wings. I already cut my tag off, but it was an ornament from the Dollar Tree. I think last year's was a little nicer than the one they are selling this year, but however, this is this year's and we're going to use it. It's going to be beautiful. And you are going to need a Chanel stem, or I call them pipe cleaners. And what we're going to do is just, right now, we're just going to bend this around anything round, which we'll use the top of this jar here. So I'm just twisting it around, and then I'm just going to lock that little roundness, make that little ring and lock it into place with my pipe cleaner, and then I'm just going to simply bend this down to make a halo. So obviously you know where we're going with this. And then you're going to also need a set of either these fairy lights or a set of these Christmas lights will do, if you can't find these. These are usually sold in the floral section, or yeah, I'm gonna say floral section, and then this is a Christmas item. So this, either one will do. And also you're gonna need, for either set, you're gonna need 2 AA batteries, also sold at the Dollar Tree. And sometimes I use these little glue dots from the Dollar Tree to put my lights in certain places, but I don't think I need to do that. If you want to put your lights in a certain space, you can use a dowel and a little glue dot and stick them. But when I fed mine in, which I did off camera, just to save time, I thought they went in very nicely. So let me turn. Also, I put my batteries in beforehand, so if I turn it on, I'm very happy with the way the lights are on their own. So I'm going to turn that off for now. Now is the tricky part. So I decided I want my little plug, my little cord, to lay in back of this by itself. You could use a glue dot and attach it if you want, so that it's all one piece, but I want this part to be separate, and not completely separate obviously, but I want it to kind of be placed on the surface by itself so that it can be easily hidden behind it, etc. So now if you take your wings from the Dollar Tree, you'll notice they have this little part where the lost my words here, where the little cord was hanging. It's a little hole, and I'm just going to try to take my X-Acto knife. It's kind of already scored there naturally. I'm going to try to make that like separate. I hope right here where my fingernail is, I hope I don't break it. If I do, it's okay. The reason I want to break that is because I want to feed my wires down through there. So I am just going to take, well, there's my little screwdriver. I was looking for that earlier. I'm just going to take my knife and I'm just going to very carefully cut that patiently, because I'm afraid it's going to snap at any moment. And it's kind of taking a little time, but bear with me. I think we almost have it here. Whoop. Okay, I broke it, so I was afraid of that. But that's okay, because really what I want is my wire to come down into this notch right here. So, live and learn, right? I figured that would happen because of the kind of plastic that it is. All right, now I'm just gonna kind of comb my angel's wings out a little bit, make them a little bit softer. They're a little mushed up a little. Kind of combing them, and then we are just going to take our hot glue, but I want to show you how, I wish I could zoom in. So I'm going to take this is obviously the back of my angel. I'm going to take those wings and stick that wire right up in between the notch. You see that? So I'm kind of using that little notch that it came with. And there's two places on this. This was almost made for each other, I tell you. There's two places that we're going to glue this. It touches here and down here. That's the only place that these two meet. So we got to give it a lot of glue up here and a lot of glue down here. And I'm just using hot glue, but if you wanted this to really be strong, you could use a stronger adhesive, maybe some E6000. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it down and I'm just gonna glue. I'm just gonna put my glue on. Let's see if we can use the scissors to steady our angel. And I want to make sure I'm going to be in the right place. So I am going to glue like crazy right here. And I'm going to stick that down, hold my wire down. And I'm going to let that dry really good. I'm going to hold it as still as long as possible, and I'm just going to let that glue really good. And this is really, like I said, this is really a quick and easy peasy craft, but it's really a beautiful gift. So now, before that gets too solid, I'm going to lift up my tail, angel tails, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a whole bunch, hold on, my glue is not moving. I'm going to put a whole bunch more glue right there. And I'm going to hold it and wipe that off. It was a little bit too much there. We don't want it dripping. And then I'm going to give it a little bit more glue at the top, just kind of down in here. Just so that if it comes into any contact, it will glue. Okay, so then we're going to have something that looks like this. I used to have a comb here from when I made gnomes. very stringy. But I don't think I do anymore. Let me see. Let me dig. Excuse my digging for a second. And I will look. Oh, I think I do have one here. I have a broken comb that I use. There we go. For when I make gnomes. So what I'm just going to do is lay this down, and I'm actually going to lightly comb my angel's wings. Make them very soft at the edges, very feathery. I think it just makes it so pretty. So there's that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then we need to take our little halo that we made and glue this on to the back. So let me get some glue. I think I'll glue it right onto the pipe cleaner, and then I can place it directly down into where we had put that wire. Oh, I went down too far. There we go. I'm going to show you what I did in the back as soon as it's done gluing. Can't hold still, of course. That doesn't help it. And this is a finished product. We're going to turn the lights. Actually, I think I'm going to give it a bow. I'm going to give it a bow just because I'm going to give it a Christmas bow. And I'm going to give it a Christmas bow just because I want to make it a Christmas angel. But you could simply stop right here and just make this a beautiful angel, just as it is. So I'm going to take one of these. These are all from the Dollar Tree. And I am going to take one of these Christmas bows. It was just an afterthought. I like to tighten these a second time once they come off the card because they do fall apart very easily. So give them a good couple of twists. And then I don't know if we're going to be able to make this fit around her neck, or if we should just glue it. I think we're going to have to just glue it. So I'm going to twist it a couple times more just to make sure it's really good and tight. And then I am going to just snip a little of the excess and bend it like a little bend up, I guess, I don't know, just to get that out of the way. And then we're gonna, let me turn this angel around so I can see it, so I'll know where the front and the middle center is. Push those wires all down into each other. Just a little wire ball of mess back there, but it makes a really good place for the glue to stick. So let's put some glue on the bow and give her a little Christmas bow. And now she's not just an angel, she's a Christmas angel. And I think she's beautiful. What do you think? I think, mind my hand, I think she's gorgeous. So let me know in the comments what you think of this angel, and go ahead and make one, even if it's just for yourself. It's really sweet just to be sitting on a shelf. I'm gonna go take pictures of this to upload it, and until the next video, be well, do good, be good, and I will see you next time. Bye now.